There are 7 candidates who want to turn the Blaine House red for the first time in 8 years since former Governor Paul LePage was governor. As you said, Jonathan Bush just speaking to supporters about an hour or so ago, and he was thanking a long list of supporters and staff, notably his mother and his wife and his 7 children. But he also said he talked a lot about the campaign trail and what he heard from folks on the campaign trail, including the frustrations and concerns of Mainers. And he said it was an honor to be able to hear some of those concerns from them. You know, he is kind of sitting at second or third place, kind of going back and forth, but Bobby Charles has been the front runner of this race pretty much all along. I know we still are waiting for a number of results to come in, but last time I checked, Bobby Charles had less than 40%, and Jonathan Bush and Ben Midgley were kind of sitting around 19% each. You know, the campaigns have been holding events all night, and over the last 24 hours, I've had an opportunity to speak to more than a dozen candidates on both sides of the aisle, and a lot of them say that they're optimistic. I also spoke, as I said, to Republicans tonight. Here's what the top 3 Republicans in the standings right now had to say. Take a listen.
They want to trust their government again. They want integrity in government. That's where I start. And they also want their property taxes down, which we will do with rolled back mandates, unfunded mandates. They want their income tax down. The spending in this state has bumped over 7 years. It has bumped up $6.44 billion. And really, we're going to need to cut about 4.75 out of that over a 4-year period. I think we can do that or better. They want energy costs down. That is absolutely essential.
I've had the joy of a lifetime getting out around Maine and earning the right to hold the frustrations and hopes of Mainers and be trusted by many of them to carry them forward and do something about them. I hope I get to be that guy. I don't know if we'll know tonight or in a little while, but I'm thrilled at the work of this campaign.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, our heart and soul's from Maine, right? I grew up here, my wife grew up here, our kids grew up here, it made our character just like everybody else in here. And I think right now we're going to give it a better effort than anybody else could. It's an honor and a privilege to do this. And look, what you're running for, being governor is not about power, it's about responsibility.
That was Bobby Charles, Jonathan Bush, and Ben Midgley all speaking to the media tonight. Again, like we've been saying, these elections will likely go to ranked choice voting tabulation, and depending on how many rounds it needs to go, we may not know the winner of this race and who will be the Republican nominee for governor for about a week. Live in South Portland, I'm Jackie Mundreed for Commitment 2026.